Okay, welcome everyone to this deep dive. We're jumping into the latest from the squared circle, specifically the SmackDown, MITB qualification, and Wyatt Sicks chaos report.
Yeah, and that title. It really sets the scene, doesn't it? Chaos is definitely the right word for parts of it.
It is. So think of this as your quick guide. We're hitting the key developments. The Money in the Bank picture shaping up, some major tag team drama.
And, of course, that really unsettling arrival of the Wyatt Sicks. Big implications there.
Absolutely. We've gone through the report, sorted it all out just to give you the essentials. So, yeah, let's unpack it.
What really jumped out at me right away is how much this one show seems to have, shifted things for the near future. It wasn't just random matches. You could see them laying groundwork for Money in the Bank and maybe even beyond.
Yeah, totally. Like those qualifying matches, they weren't just matches. They felt like they were, pouring gasoline on existing feuds or even starting new ones.
Exactly. Accelerants, that's a good word for it.
So the women's side kicked things off. We had the champ, Tiffany Stratton, out there first.
Doing her whole Tiffy time thing, reminding everyone she's won Money in the Bank before.
Right. Almost like she was daring someone to challenge her. And, well, Alexa Bliss didn't wait long.
Bliss showing up was interesting. The contrast with Stratton was pretty stark.
How so?
Well, Stratton's all bravado, right? But Bliss came out with this almost colder, more calculated vibe, talking about cycles of success, just business.
Yeah, like she's planning something strategic with the briefcase, maybe not just a smash and grab cash in.
Could be. Then you had Charlotte Flair join the party.
Can't forget Charlotte, 14-time champion, as she reminded us.
And pointing out that Money in the Bank is like the one big thing missing from her list, that definitely raises the stakes for her.
For sure. And Stratton's little jab about her being old-fashioned just added that personal edge.
It did. But then Giulia arrived.
Oh, man, that stare down between her and Stratton. You felt that, right?
Absolutely. Total shift in the atmosphere.
Oh.
You immediately thought, okay, here's a serious new threat.
Yeah, it wasn't just a look, it felt like a promise of what's coming.
Totally. And then for Giulia to go and win that triple threat against Charlotte and Zelina Vega.
Yeah.
Pinning Vega after the Northern Lights bomb.
In under 15 minutes, too.
Right. That's not just a win, that's a statement. She's got instant momentum for that ladder match now.
Definitely establish yourself immediately.
Okay.
Okay, switching gears to the men's qualifier.
Another triple threat. LA Knight, Aleister Black, Shinsuke Nakamura. Quite a mix of styles in that one.
Yeah, intense, guys.
Yeah.
And LA Knight got the win, yeah.
He did, yeah. But the finish was kind of screwy.
How so?
Knight pinned Nakamura, but only after Aleister Black hit Nakamura with the Black Mass.
Oh, interesting. So Black basically took Nakamura out for Knight. Or just took him out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the question. Was Black helping Knight or just eliminating a threat? It really highlights that every man for himself vibe in these qualifiers.
True. Leaves you wondering about Black's motives going forward. And didn't the report mention Miz and Carmelo Hayes watching backstage?
Yeah, Miz giving Hayes some pointers, apparently. Could be setting up some kind of mentor thing there, maybe. Could affect things down the line for them.
Could be. Okay, let's dive into the tag team scene because, wow, the report painted a picture of, well, chaos, like the title said.
Total disarray is right. So you had Fraxium, that's Nathan Frazier, and Axiom. They seem pretty confident, calling out the Street Profits.
Okay, the champs.
Right. But before that match, we got a video promo from DIY, Ciampa and Gargano.
Yeah. What was their deal?
Basically saying, hey, we created this tag scene on SmackDown. Really staking their claim,
Right, reminding everyone of their history. And didn't Ciampa have a match?
He did, against Chris Sabin of the Motor City Machine Guns. And that match kind of became, well, a mess.
How so? Interference.
Loads of it. Gargano got involved, then Alex Shelley got involved for Sabin, then even Candice LeRae ran in.
Seriously?
Yeah, her interference actually helped Ciampa get the win with a knee strike. Then DIY celebrated like they'd won the titles already. Really pushing that united front idea.
Okay, so they're sending a message loud and clear. But the actual tag title match, Street Profits versus Fraxium, that didn't end cleanly either, right?
Not even close. It ended in a DQ.
Why? What happened?
The Wyatt Sicks happened.
Whoa. Okay, their debut. How did that go down?
It was pretty dramatic. The report laid it out step by step. First, DIY comes out during the match. Then the Motor City Machine Guns chase them.
So it's already breaking down?
Yeah, a brawl starts, and then the lights go out. Total darkness.
Oh, man. Classic. Gives you chills.
Right. And when they came back on,
Yeah.
there they were. The Wyatt Sicks attacking everyone. Profits, Fraxium, DIY, MCMG, just laying waste to the entire tag division scene.
Indiscriminate chaos, anyone specific targeted.
Well, Nikki Cross apparently went right after Candice LeRae, took her out specifically.
Yeah.
That felt pointed.
Yeah. Nikki and Candice have history.
And the final image was just the Wyatt Sicks standing there over all the bodies. It was, pretty chilling. A massive statement.
No kidding. Just throws the whole tag division into question. What's their goal? Who are they really after?
Exactly. Instant, terrifying unpredictability injected right into the title picture.
Wow. Okay, so besides that massive event, there were other things happening backstage too, right? Some confrontations.
Oh, yeah. Zelina Vega got into it with Chelsea Green and her Secret Service, Piper Niven, and Alba Fire.
Ah, Chelsea's crew. What happened?
It turned into a brawl pretty quick. Security had to break it up. Nick Aldis made it an impromptu tag match right then and there.
Okay, so immediate consequences. Who won?
Surprisingly, Mitchin and BFAB beat Niven and Fire. Vega actually interfered to help them get the win. So more ripple effects from that initial confrontation.
Interesting. Lots of overlapping issues. What else? Charlotte and Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, after Charlotte lost the qualifier, she ran into Bliss backstage. And Bliss was, well, being Bliss, talking about finding joy. But then she had that weird moment with her Lily doll. Kind of creepy, honestly.
Right, the doll. Still got that thing.
Yep. And she ended it with a sort of innocent-sounding "see you at Money in the Bank," which, coming from her, felt kind of loaded.
Yeah, it definitely makes you wonder what her plan is for the ladder match. She's always playing mind games.
Exactly. Adds that psychological element. You never know quite what she's thinking, or what Lily's thinking, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, what about Solo Sikoa and his group? The bloodline stuff continues.
It does. Solo was trying to get Jacob Fatu and this new guy, JC Mateo, on the same page. Fatu seemed a little hesitant, maybe. Not totally buying into Solo's orders.
Tension there already. But they had a match.
They did, against Jimmy Uso and Rey Fenix, and they actually won, Fatu and Mateo. Mateo got the pin on Jimmy.
Okay, so they got the job done, but the tension was noticeable.
Yeah, the report mentioned you could see it during the match. Like, they weren't quite clicking yet, despite the win. Solo had to interfere too, by the way.
Right, suggests maybe that faction isn't as solid as Solo wants it to be. Fatu wanting to do his own thing, maybe.
Could be brewing. Solo's pushing unity, but Fatu might have other ideas, which makes what happened after the match even weirder.
What was that?
Backstage, Fatu just looks at Solo and says, apparently very sincerely, "I love you, Solo."
Wait, really? Fatu said that after looking hesitant.
That's what the report says. And Solo apparently got really emotional about it, like took him completely by surprise.
Wow, okay. Was it genuine? A mind game from Fatu? What do you think?
Honestly, no idea. Could be anything. A genuine moment, a calculated move to gain trust. Who knows? But it definitely complicates things.
Yeah, adds a whole new layer. And then Aldis announced Fatu is in a Money in the Bank qualifier next week.
Right after that emotional moment. So now there are immediate stakes tied to this whole weird dynamic between them. Is Solo going to help him? Does Fatu even want his help?
So many questions there. Okay, shifting gears again. John Cena and R-Truth. That's still going.
Oh, yeah. Leading up to their Saturday night's main event match, they showed a flashback to Cena's old heel run.
The Thugonomics era.
Maybe even later, the more serious heelish stuff.
And
then R-Truth cut a promo.
Oh, this should be good. What did Truth have to say?
Classic Truth. He's confused about why Cena changed, thinks power corrupted him. He actually compared Cena to Gollum from Lord of the Rings.
He compared John Cena to Gollum. Seriously.
Seriously. Said Cena lost his way, and Truth is going to bring back the hustle, loyalty, and respect.
Oh my God, only R-Truth. That's amazing. Sets up a very unique match, that's for sure.
Definitely entertaining. You got to love Truth.
For sure. Any other quick hits from the report? It seemed like a packed show.
Yeah, just a few other things. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre apparently had another backstage brawl. That feud is just getting hotter.
Right, non-stop intensity there.
Legado del Fantasma seemed to be having some internal issues, maybe some disagreements. But they also got announced for a Worlds Collide match against a AAA team.
Okay, interesting mix there. Internal problems, but a big external match.
Yeah. And the Naomi versus Jade Cargill feud got more complicated. Nia Jax is now in their Money in the Bank qualifier next week, too. So it's a triple threat now.
Whoa, adding Nia Jax to that, that's going to be explosive. Jade, Naomi, and Nia.
Yeah, talk about power and athleticism. And Bianca Belair sent in a promo video talking about overcoming challenges. She's officially returning next week.
The EST is back. Okay, that's big news too. Lots happening next week then.
Seems like it. The confirmed matches are Andrade versus Jacob Fatu versus Carmelo Hayes in the men's MITB qualifier.
Okay, Fatu right into the fire.
Yep. And Nia Jax versus Jade Cargill versus Naomi for the women's qualifier. Plus, John Cena will be there live, and Bianca Belair makes her return.
Got it. So wrapping up this Ripperly deep dive, man, the SmackDown report covered a lot of ground.
It really did. You've got Money in the Bank spots filling up, which always creates drama.
Yeah, and the tag team division just got completely turned upside down by the Wyatt Sicks. That's maybe the biggest takeaway. Just chaos.
Absolute chaos. Plus, all those personal issues simmering. Charlotte Bliss, Sola Fatu, Zelina Chelsea. It all feels like it's bubbling up.
It really does feel interconnected, doesn't it? Everything seems to be building towards Saturday night's main event and definitely towards Money in the Bank.
Exactly. And the level of unpredictability now feels higher than usual, especially with the Wyatt Sicks just showing up and destroying everyone. They're a total wild card.
Yeah, they could literally go anywhere, target anyone. So I guess the question for you listening is, with all this volatility, all these moving parts, which storyline do you think packs the biggest potential punch?
Like, where's the biggest surprise going to come from? Is it one of the ladder matches? Is it Fatu maybe turning on Solo sooner rather than later?
Or is it just whatever the Wyatt Sicks decide to do next? Could they target a champion, go after the bloodline?
So many possibilities. It's definitely going to be interesting to watch unfold. Professional wrestling, always keeping you guessing.
It certainly is. Well, that wraps up our Ripperly deep dive into this absolutely packed SmackDown report. Thanks for tuning in and joining the conversation.
Ripperly.
Ripperly. And hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Let us know what you think is coming next.